Ready for another unusual Bible quiz? This week, we look at ethical dilemmas in the Bible, the thrilling crossroads of morality, where right and wrong intertwine and dance in a complex ballet. They are the moments that make us question, that challenge our innermost beliefs, and that push us to the edge of our moral compass. Are you ready to take the plunge? Let's go. Whose daughters intoxicated and raped him on consecutive nights? Was it Noah, Cain, Eli, or Lot? According to Genesis 19:31-35, the firstborn said to the younger, "Our father is old, and there is no man on the earth to come into us, as is the custom of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve the lineage of our father." So they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. The story continues in verse 36. Who was the first person to lie in the Bible? Was it Eve, Adam, Cain, or Abel? Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is Abel your brother?" He said, "I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper?" Genesis 4:9. After sleeping with Uriah's wife and impregnating her, what did King David try to get Uriah to do? Leave his wife, consent to an open relationship, divorce her, or sleep with her? When Bathsheba messaged David to tell him she was pregnant, David sent for Uriah, who was fighting in the war. David asked him how the war was going, and then told him to go down to his house and wash his feet, hoping Uriah would sleep with his wife and believe he was the one who impregnated her. 2 Samuel 11:5-13. True or false? Abraham lied about Sarah being his wife. Now Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, "She is my sister." And Abimelech king of Gerar sent and took Sarah. Genesis 20, verse 2. Who planned to sacrifice his son and seemed to have hid his intention from his wife? Was it Noah, Moses, Abraham, or David? In Genesis 22:2, God said to Abraham, "Take now your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you." There is no indication Abraham told Sarah he was going to sacrifice her only son. True or false? Rahab lied to protect the Israelite spies. According to Joshua 2:4-5, Rahab hid the two spies, and after being questioned said, "Yes, the men came to me, but I didn't know where they had come from." At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. "I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them." Who, with his mother's help, deceived his father to receive a blessing? Was it Esau, Jacob, Isaac, or Joseph? It was Jacob whose mother, Rebekah, helped him deceive Isaac. Genesis 27:6-19. What sin did Ananias and Sapphira commit that resulted in their deaths? Was it idolatry, lying, theft, or adultery? Ananias and his wife lied about money. The full story is in Acts 5. What did Peter do the third time he denied Jesus? He ran away, he repented, he cursed, Or did he avoid eye contact? According to Matthew 26:74, Peter began to curse and swear, saying, "I do not know the man." Why was Jonah swallowed by a big fish? Was it because of pride, disobedience, lying, or because the fish was hungry? According to Jonah 1, God says to Jonah to go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it, because its wickedness had come up before him. However, Jonah runs away in disobedience from the Lord and gets on a boat heading to Tarshish. But God had a big fish waiting for him. True or false? The woman whom Samson loved collaborated with hitmen to kill him. True. According to Judges 16, every day Delilah pestered Samson with her words and pressed him, so that his soul was vexed to death, so that he told her the secret to his enormous strength. In verse 18, when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, she sent and called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, "Come up once more, for he has told me all his heart." Who killed a man and hid the body in the sand? Was it Aaron, Moses, Joshua, or Caleb? According to Exodus 2:11 and 12, one day Moses saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew. After looking around and not seeing anyone as a witness, he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. How did Judas point out Jesus to be arrested? Did he point him out, describe him, kiss him, or touch his garment? Now his betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "Whomever I kiss, he is the one. Seize him." Immediately he went up to Jesus and said, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kissed him. Matthew 26:47. Which king ordered the killing of all male Hebrew babies? Was it Herod, Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, or Belshazzar? Pharaoh said, "When you do the duties of a midwife for the Hebrew women and see them on the birth stools, if it is a son, then you shall kill him, but if it is a daughter, then she shall live." Exodus 1:16. What is the root of all evil? Is it drugs, money, jealousy, or the love of money? According to 1 Timothy 6:10, the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Which prophet married a prostitute? Was it Hosea, Amos, Micah, or Joel? And the Lord said to Hosea, "Go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from the Lord." So he went and took Gomer, the daughter of Diblaim, which conceived, and bare him a son. Hosea 1:2 and 3. Which judge made a rash vow leading to the death of his daughter? Was it Samson, Gideon, Jephthah, or Ehud? According to Judges 11, Jephthah vowed a vow unto the Lord and said, "If thou shalt without fail deliver the children of Ammon into mine hands, then it shall be that whatsoever cometh forth of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up for a burnt offering." Well, it so happened that his only child and daughter came out to meet him first. Which king consulted a medium? Was it Saul, David, Solomon, or Rehoboam? Then said Saul unto his servants, Seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her, and inquire of her. And his servants said to him, Behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor. 1 Samuel 28:7. Which disciples wanted to call down fire on a Samaritan village? Was it Peter, John, James, or Andrew? According to Luke 9:54, and when his disciples James and John saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elias did? Which king repented in sackcloth and ashes after Jonah's prophecy? Was it the king of Nineveh, the king of Babylon, the king of Egypt, or the king of Moab? For word came unto the king of Nineveh, and he arose from his throne, and he laid his robe from him, and covered him with sackcloth, and sat in ashes. Jonah 3, verse 6. Final question. Which king was eaten by worms? Was it Herod, Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar, or Belshazzar? And immediately the angel of the Lord smote Herod, because he gave not God the glory, and he was eaten of worms, and gave up the ghost. Acts 12:23. Thank you so much for being an active member of our community, and appreciate your support through subscribing, liking, sharing the quiz with friends and family, and leaving thoughtful comments. We hope we brightened your day and look forward to having you join us again next week for another unique and engaging quiz.